Friendship breakup is the worst kind of breakup, the most painful kind of breakup. I don't know about you, but when I lose my friends, or when I stop talking to my friends, or we're no longer in good terms, that hurts me so much. It is even more painful than a romantic breakup. I love my friends so much that I want to keep all of them for the rest of my life. But when life happens and we go our separate ways, what's up when we don't even have conversations about what happened between us? That is like the worst, most painful thing ever. Have you ever gone through this? Have you ever experienced friendship breakup? How was it for you? Hello, guys, ladies and children of ladies. You're welcome to Daring and Unfiltered. Yay! We're growing. I'm your girl, Amanda Oruh, your host for Daring and Unfiltered. Today, I will be discussing friendship breakup. Ooh, it is one delicate thing in the lives of everyone. I know that all of you must have or might have gone through friendship breakup in your lifetime. I have gone through a couple of friendship breakups, and gosh, it was painful. It was, very heartbreaking. Friendship is very important to me, and I think it is even more important than romantic relationships. Friendships are so unique, so important, so endearing, so I don't know, so everything. You meet somebody from nowhere. You don't know this person from Adam. You meet this person maybe at school, at church, on the street, at the cafe, somewhere, at the mosque, anywhere. You meet this person and the both of you connect. You have shared values, you have shared goals, you have likable personalities. You guys just sync and you accept this person and you choose this person. Do you know what it means to choose somebody to be a part of your life? You don't even know this person's history. You have no clue what their family background is like, what their orientation is like, but you decided to choose this person to be your friend for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40 years. Some people are friends for over 40 years right now, and you choose to make this person your friend for this long. That is some high level of commitment, of dedication, of love, of likeness, of acceptance, of tolerance, of understanding, of reliability, of communication, of trust, of bond, of everything you can think of, right? And now imagine that friendship going down the drain just like that. That is some painful, that is some heartbreaking shit. And I'm going to share a few of my story, and maybe you can just maybe have an idea what that is. And if you have experienced this before, losing your friend, losing someone that you care about, please let me know how you dealt with it in the comments section. Now, I believe that for me to choose you, or for you to choose me as your friend, is because I have seen something in you that works. Maybe you bring out the best in me, or you bring out the childlike personality in me, or you bring out the serious personality in me, or you bring out this go-getter in me. You just bring out something. And every friend that I have, each of these friends have their meaning in my life. Okay, that's why I do not believe in the word best friend anymore. I have friends. I have loads of best friends. I do not have a particular best friend, because I think that every individual that you come across has a part to play in your life, right? And when they come into your life, they begin to play that part. You begin to play your part in their own lives, right? So I don't believe in having a singular best friend. I have lots of friends that I love and that I adore and appreciate. Okay, so now meeting these people, and I decide to say, you know what, I want to choose you. I want you to be in my life. I want to be in your life. I'm going to do the work. And what's the work? Communication. Number one, back in the day when there was no phones, no internet, nothing in Nigeria, we used to go to our house, to each other's houses. I would leave my house. I would tell my dad and my mom that I was going to see somebody. I would walk from my house to my friend's house. We would go to each other's houses, eat, our food, play games, do whatever, do our homeworks together, go to classes together, go for extracurricular activities together. That was what we were doing back in the day when there was no technology. We built a bond, a lasting bond, and I still have those friends to today. Some of them, right? Others, life happened. Maybe they left Nigeria, or they got married, or death. Sadly, you get what I mean. And we built that kind of bond where we'd go to each other's houses. There, our families would know each other. I would know her brothers. She would know my brothers. We would know each other's siblings. Like, it was beyond friendship. It was more like a family thing, right? And time went by, we had technology, or we have technology right now. We have the phones, we have the internet, we have everything, and friendships are beginning to like go down, and you're wondering what's going on. And the worst part is when life is happening to each and every one of us, and we're not extending grace as we want to be, as we want to receive from our friends. Now, for example, number one criteria for me in friendship is communication, right? I try as much as I can to be in touch with my friends, either via phone calls, or chat, or when I attend their event or something. I just find ways to be in their lives. Now, I'm not one to do, oh, you didn't call me today, oh, you didn't call me yesterday. No, I used to be like that before, but I had to really, really work on that, because my friend could be going through something. I might not be in the mood to have conversations, or not be in the mood to talk at the time. And if she does not call me, or he does not call me, I should be the one to say, okay, hi, what's going on? I'm not heard from you. Are you okay? Are you good? Because sometimes it's not like they don't want to talk to you or call you or be in your life. They're just going through a lot of things, and they're not in the headspace to maintain that friendship. And you can't pour from an empty cup. You know that, right? So I believe that in that situation, you should be able to have that conversation and say, oh, I'm going through this and this, and I need you to please bear with me this period. I might not be able to communicate with you as often as I should, because I'm not in the mental space to do that, right? That's communication. And again, when there's a rift, there's something that has happened that you don't like, maybe I crossed your boundary, or you crossed my boundary, I strongly think that you should let your friend know, I don't like what you've done to me. This is what you did to me that I do not like. This is what I think that this is wrong. Communicate your feelings to your friends, because sometimes that phrase, everybody knows what they are doing, it's not entirely true. I might cross your boundaries. I might do something, say something, behave in a certain way that do not align with you, or your friendship style. You should tell me, Amanda, what you did today or what you did yesterday was not okay. Don't make me start guessing. Don't start treating me weirdly, or start being cold to me when I don't even know what I have done to you. Except you have spoken about this situation over and over and over again, and you feel like I'm not listening to you, I'm not taking to corrections. Then you cannot say, okay, you know what, I'm done having this conversation, let's just go our separate ways. That is okay, that is fine. But in a case where I haven't done this before, where I haven't wronged you in that way before, I think you should let me know that, Amanda, this and this and this is what you did to me that I did not like. Let's find a way to make amends. And I was okay, I'm sorry, I apologize for what I've done, forgive me, etc., etc., right? That's communication. But most people allow their offense, or the offense rather, to linger, and that's what ruin relationships. Now, if your friend offends you, let them know they have offended you, especially if it's the first time that thing is happening. If it's the second time, third time, but if it's happened again and again and again, you have every right to say, I am done with this person, I'm moving on, okay? But if it's the first time, let them know what they've done to you and have that conversation. And if they're someone who listens and who is ready to make amends, they will say, I apologize for what I did to you, I'm sorry, and I will do better. Okay, so I think that one of the major reasons friendship collapse or good friends go, numb or become not enemies but become strangers is because we do not communicate properly, we do not communicate extensively, we do not communicate freely. We just walk on eggshells in our relationships, and that is not a way to be a friend to one another. Another thing I will talk about is distance. Distance can also be a big trouble or a big issue when it comes to friendships. I could be in Nigeria, you could be somewhere in Australia or Canada or United States or Asia or wherever you are in the world, and the time difference is a problem. When you want to call me, I'm sleeping. When I want to call you, you're sleeping or you're walking or something is going on. Like there's just this time barrier. It is not left for you and I to make intentional efforts and conscious efforts to make it work. But most times it doesn't always go like that, because the truth is that life is happening to you and I. If I'm in Nigeria trying to pay my bills, you are over there trying to pay your bills. We're all trying to figure out adulthood. It is just a crazy number. And for people that have made it work for them, that are still friends up until now, regardless of their distance and all that, they are like, they should be given an award, because what? You guys are amazing. For you to have kept your friendship up until now, regardless of the distance, that is one beautiful thing that I would definitely applaud. Another thing that would lead to friendship breakups, jealousy. Jealousy. People are just unnecessarily jealous of their friends. Why do you even have any sign or any atom or any ounce of jealousy in you towards your friend? I think it is witchcraft. If your friend is winning, you're winning. That is if you have a good friend, though, that is not rubbing the win on your face and making you feel like you're less, or you're not doing as much as they're doing. But if your friend is winning, you're winning, because that is your friend, that is your sister, that is your brother, right? So their win is your win. When you celebrate their win, it means that yours is coming. It means that the universe is going to align and also bring your favor to you. But people are so damn jealous of their friends that they would even be so envious and start plotting against their friends, start wanting to steal from them or sabotage their work or backstab them or backbite about them and all kinds of negative behavior. And I'm like, this would not lead you anywhere. And that's why people don't grow, because when your friend win, you're meant to, celebrate with them, you're meant to rejoice with them. But when you do the opposite, you're attracting negativity into your own life. Jealousy has ruined a lot of friendship, I must tell you. It has. And if you're a kind of friend that do not feel happy when your friends win, you're a bad friend. You need to work on yourself. You need to check yourself. You get what I mean? Another reason friendships go south is because of romantic partners. Now here is a discuss, right? You and I are friends, and before any man or any woman comes into your life, we are friends. Now, most people meet a man or woman and start dating these people and start to deviate or stray away or move away from their friends. And you see the case where you don't call your friends anymore, you don't attend their events anymore, you're not in their lives anymore, because you're all about your man, your woman, your man, mostly women. This is for women. This particular point is for women. Women do this a lot. You are now in a romantic thing with somebody and you tend to just forget your girlfriends. You tend to forget them, like they are no longer in your level or at your level, because you're dating a man, a rich man, or whatever man it is, right? And your friends are now like secondary to you. Meanwhile, your friends should not be secondary to you. I feel like every time you date somebody, every time you meet somebody, you should not, lose your friendship because you're in a relationship. You should build your friendship even stronger, because your friends will always be there for you, even when the man misbehaves, even when the woman leaves you. That's why men are so particular. They don't leave their male friends. They see, no matter how much they love this woman, they would always keep their male friends. Their male friends will be their buddies for life. But girls and women like us would always, abandon our friends, neglect our friends, no longer there for them because we are now in a because we are now in a relationship. What's of those that are married, the married girls? They completely abandon their female friends, the single ones. And I'm like, what is the rationale behind abandoning your friends who are not married because you're married? That's just some crazy damn shit. Another reason friendship goes south is personality change. Some people cannot handle change. Now, when I am your friend and my lifestyle just changes, maybe my beliefs, maybe I'm no longer, maybe I used to be a Christian and now I'm no longer a Christian, I'm now a Muslim, or I'm now an atheist, that could cause a rift, in our relationship. And that's fine, because people grow, people change, and if you can't tolerate or stand that change, it's okay to have that conversation and say, oh, this your change, yeah, it's good for you, but for me it's not good, and I can't continue to be your friend. Have that conversation and let the friendship go its separate way, right? Another reason friendship goes south is death is another reason people lose their friends. And that one, I'm never going to buttress on that a lot, because death is so finite. Like, a person dies, they're dead, they're gone forever. You're not going to see them forever. The only thing you have of them is just memories, right? And that's so painful. That's like one of the most heart-wrenching form of loss for anyone, right? Yeah, but in all, I would say that for me, communication is the biggest issue when it comes to friendship death. And that is because people don't like to talk. Now, if I am your friend, and I do something to hurt you, tell me what I've done. If you love that friendship, if you value that friendship, if you appreciate that friendship, let me know what I have done to you. And I would take accountability, and I would take responsibility, and I would apologize to you. But when you leave me guessing, like, what the fuck is that? Like, what the hell is that? Why are you leaving me guessing? When you leave me guessing, I'm thinking, what have I done to you? I'm calculating, and for me, I'm one who believes in doing introspection. I ask myself, what have I done in the past? Have I said anything wrong to you? I go through our chat to see what I have said in the chat that might be off-putting. I go through, like, I search my mind, I search myself, and if I can't find anything, I feel like it's so unfair for you to treat me that way without letting me know what I've done to you to deserve your treatment. If it happens that we talk every day, we talk on the phone, we chat, we communicate, and from nowhere you went cold, right? And I still try to say, hi, what's going on? What have I done to offend you? Can you let me know what I've done? And you're still asking me, what do you mean? What do you mean? Where is it coming from? I feel like that's very manipulative. That's very unkind, very unfair. If you value a friendship, if you value the person, let them know what they have done. Except you are done with that person. Except in your heart of hearts, you're done. I don't want to be friends with this person anymore. And that's okay, right? But I think that if you have been friends for so long, it's only right that you let the person know what they have done to you. In all, friendship death or friendship breakup is the most painful, and to be honest with you, I don't want to lose any more friends. I really want to keep everybody in my life because they are so important to me. And that is why no matter what happens, I try to still reach out to say, okay, let's talk, let's have a conversation. Except that person is not willing to have that conversation with me, then I'll let them be. Again, if we had this rift over and over and over and over again, and I've told you, like, I don't want this thing, I don't like this thing, you keep doing that thing to me over and over again, I would definitely pull myself out of your life without even telling you why. And that's me. That's how I handle my own, right? But in all, I really love my friends. I love all of them. Oh goodness, Emmanuel, Imo, Abel, Rachel, Isaac, Taiwo Ola, Stephen Agbare, Tega Olose, Muyiwa Dono, Jayola, Uche Nwoko. Oh my God. Chisomomu, the name, there are a lot of my friends, a lot of them. Sandra, Iregbu, Heavens, Obule, there's so many friends that I have that are really, really important to me, that have been there for me through thick and thin. Eva, Ibiam, Fadeshaye, Tinuade, Precious. Oh, there's so many of them. Like I can't even begin to count all of them. I love them so much, and they have really impacted in my life one way or the other. They've helped me, supported me, been there for me when I had nothing, when I was broke, when I was hungry, when I was homeless. They've been there for me, supporting me, carrying me on their shoulders, rooting for me and my career, fighting for me in rooms I cannot even enter. There are so many. Yo-yo, who else? Like there's so many. Eugenia, the list is endless, to be honest, and I'm so grateful for all of them. I love you guys so much, and may our friendship continue for as long as we can keep it. Yeah, that's about it. So let me know what your friendship story is like and how you've been able to navigate it and kept it all these years. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Love me, hate me, whatever you do, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Until next time, bye bye. Be a good friend, love your friend, be kind, be loving, be respectful, be nice, be everything. Bye.